because I was not ready for what happened in the first 2 minutes, and I had kids roaming around the house. I
Yeah.
thought I was
Okay.
going to watch. I knew it was going to be mature, but I didn't know how mature.
Excelsior!
A ton of stuff on the docket, like I said. First thing I wanted to talk about is what the hell? There's so much hate for Velma.
I don't know if I hate it. I haven't been able to watch more than 2 minutes of it because I was not ready for what happened in the first 2 minutes, and I had kids roaming around the house.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Okay.
going to watch. I knew it was going to be mature, but I didn't know how mature.
So now, can someone explain? Now, I know there's a drama about it, but I'm not aware what the drama is. I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. So for the guys out there that don't know anything, can someone break it down for us?
Well,
I don't know the drama other than Scooby-Doo not being in it and the changing of colors of people, and probably that
Yeah.
Velma's a lesbian.
No,
Okay,
she's
so
not.
Shaggy's been
it's
changed.
called Velma. It's just about her.
No, so let's back up a second.
I'm sorry.
Break it down, Leo.
Okay, so they made unless it's further on. I've watched I think 2 episodes so far, and they made it clear that she is not a lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
Matter
heard
of
that
fact,
through the grapevines. As I said, I only got the first 2 minutes.
No, matter of fact, they make fun of it. They said most people think I am, but you know, it's just a rumor or something like that. And she's like goes hubba hubba over a who's the guy at the group?
Shaggy? Fred.
Fred, over a naked Fred. She goes hubba hubba.
Oh, and I
yeah.
heard they made Fred dumb. So people are
Fred-
upset about that, which I don't understand because I've always thought of Fred as not exactly
Well,
I
they
always thought
made
he was dumb. He was
a
always
little
dumb, wasn't he?
slow, not stupid, but not
Well,
the quickest.
hey Carrie, how's it going? And Facebook user, I need to know what
Carrie.
happened. I can only imagine it was sexual in nature. Well, yeah, it's
It
definitely
was the first 2 minutes.
So,
Yeah.
so what
it
did you
was
see,
boobs
Leo?
out.
okay. So a very adult show. It starts off with a murder in her high school, and the cops think Velma did it, and she needs to solve the mystery of who killed her friend, or she's going to get blamed for it. And she has PTSD about solving mysteries because as a baby, she was always, well, more like a kid, she was always solving mysteries, and she found her Christmas presents, and her mom had to go out and buy a Christmas present late at night and never came back. So she blames herself for her mother going away. But the
Sounds
father
like my
says,
dad.
"Oh, it's pretty fucked up." And so the father says, "Oh, the mother just left. They left."
Went out for a pack of smokes and never came back.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's essentially it's the prequel. It's the forming of the group. You have Velma, you have Daphne. Velma and Daphne were friends as kids, but now in high school, Daphne is the popular girl and wants nothing to do with Velma because she's like the unattractive klutz of the high school that everybody
high
makes
school
fun of.
dynamic. Yeah.
It definitely involves like bullying and there is no Shaggy.
Okay, so no
Hold on,
Shaggy.
I thought
no
Shaggy
Scooby.
Sorry.
No
No
Scooby.
Scooby. Shaggy goes
Now, will
by.
Scooby be not in it entirely, or have they just not gotten up to Scooby?
Carrie says you need to link your Facebook to StreamYard. There should be a link on the bottom notes for the episode. Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, Facebook user. Yeah, that's why. Esteban. So Shaggy is in it, but they made him African American. So
Gads.
I know a lot of.
Don't come on. On this show we don't care about that stuff.
No, I don't care at all.
I thoroughly enjoyed the show. I plan on watching the rest of it, but it is a weekly show. You got to wait for new episodes. But I thought
that's the tough part.
Yeah. A lot of shows are going.
And it's on HBO Max, right?
HBO Max. That's why they made it. Is totally adult. It's not a kids show.
Now,
it's definitely not meant for kids.
Heard it. Would you say it's the Harley Quinn of Scooby-Doo universes?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. It's very Harley Quinn-esque, as in the type of humor. And the
good job, Steve.
The gore. Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Okay.
But yeah, like like Jar Jar said, like the first like 2 minutes, you have a bunch of it's a shower scene
Yeah, I
where
didn't get frontal or anything, but
no
I
they, they,
turned it
they
off as soon as I was in there.
yeah they didn't show anything. Everybody's all sudsed up.
Okay.
The most graphic thing is the body that falls out of the locker with its brain missing.
Oh, okay. Is there any TNA in it?
I didn't see any.
Okay. That was my only concern because, as I said, I had kids walking around. And I was like, "Oh, damn, we're in a shower scene," and I could only imagine what was about to pop up.
Just insinuates a lot.
Okay.
Even insinuates that Fred has not blossomed yet.
Oh, poor Fred.
Yeah, well,
He's a late bloomer.
he's a late bloomer. Fred is, like you said, he is very dumb, but he's rich.
Oh well.
Well, you said they're also in high school, right? In this.
Yep.
Okay,
Now,
so they're still young.
Yep.
That part I don't understand if people actually have a problem with. Like, hasn't that always been Fred's kind of trope? Like his dad, like owns a bunch of land, and he's. Oh no, actually, his dad was the sheriff, wasn't he? All right, so never mind.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's been like 8,000 iterations, and I have kids, so I've watched a lot of them.
So Tom Moore says the controversy is the characters are different from what we grew up in. No Scooby. Fred is a family. Fred and his family are ignorant. Velma, voiced by Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
And exposed rear ends.
Okay.
Booty.
Well, that's interesting because I talked to a friend of ours recently, and he has totally sworn off all superhero movies that are comic based because he feels that for him it's not true to the comics, and he feels it's bastardizing it, and he feels it's disrespecting it. I don't agree with him, but some people just can't be happy with what's out there. But I loved it. I used to see this just in 2D, and for those that are old enough that watched like Super Friends and Herculoids, I mean, it was cool. But now to see these guys with the technology is caught up, to have it like with real people is just incredible to me. Some of the stories are not fantastic, but I still do enjoy most of them.
Yeah.
Well, if you think back to say like the 60s and 70s, Super Friends was not really comic accurate.
Not at all.
And look at
until the Super Friends comic came out.
Well, yeah. But like Batman 66 was definitely not comic accurate.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always going to be different stories, different tellings, but that's the great thing is it's a free country. You don't have to watch, but you could be missing out on some awesome stories. And if it's not canon, that's okay.
Well, I actually saw somebody. One of the funniest things. They're like, I'm not going to watch season 2 of Wednesday because it's become so popular. Even though I like the show, I'm not going to watch season 2. I'm like, hold on, you're that makes absolutely zero sense to me. I'm like, you like the show, and because other people like the show, you're no longer gonna what?
Mm-hmm.
That's how shows get a second season.
Yeah. Facebook. Tom says Velma has the lowest rating on Rotten Tomatoes due to all the review bombing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get the review bombing, but
I don't get that ever.
See, here's the thing about review bombing, though, for streaming services, it doesn't work. They have all the metrics on the back end on who's watching it and who's not. Carrie hipster problems.
I'm sorry, I'm turning off the comments so I don't keep looking at them before you post them.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, Carrie's been quite the popular. She's on all the dorkening shows now.
Yeah,
I love it, Carrie. Thank you for watching
the content. Glad you're
Carrie's
enjoying
an
the
author.
content.
I know that about Carrie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What have you written?
She's a writer.
Feel free to send
she's going to just like jump on the screen and be like, well, I wrote blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
All right. What else we got, Leo? So not everyone loves Velma.
Yeah, not everybody loves Velma. It's
I'm definitely going to give it a try.
Have you seen Velma?
Jay, wake up.
No.